morning, everybody. So today is June 24th. It's 9:41. I practically just got out of bed, but I've been thinking a lot lately, and I've decided to do a reading vlog. I miss doing it. I feel like my personal life has calmed down quite a bit, so I don't feel as anxious and stressed out. So I actually think this will be a fun experience. So before I get into all the books, I thought I would give you a few little life updates. So let's see. I don't think I've posted a video since maybe last fall. Not sure. But I had a lot of just personal life stuff going on, including studying and trying to take a test for work so that I could advance to the next level of my job. It went well. I hated studying. I just haven't had to in so long, but it went well. I passed, but then I had to fill out an advancement. They call it a packet, but it's a whole application thing. It's humongous, 16 pages-ish. But I got my promotion. I found out the beginning of May, I believe. So yeah, I don't think I've realized how much anxious energy I was focusing on this test and the advancement in all work-related things, because at the same time, everything at work, with my actual job, not advancing, but my literal job was stressing me out to just some crazy degree. Then when things with the advancement started to really settle down, I started to get really, really anxious about the work stuff, plus I guess honestly having nowhere to focus all this energy that I have had stored up in my body for months and months and months. Because even besides all the work stuff, like I said, I also had a lot of personal life stuff going on, especially last year, end of last year. So it was the weirdest thing. It was almost I should feel so happy and excited and overjoyed that I did get promoted, and that all these people see my hard work and think I deserve to be promoted, and that whole deal, you're feeling very I was feeling grateful, I guess, but also just oh my god, everything feels it's going well right now, why can't I just enjoy it? It just got very internalized, and I literally thought I was dying, heart attack, all this stuff, whatever. I ended up going to the doctor. They gave me some medication, and they sent me home with some that I can take whenever I start to feel horrible. But yeah, I basically was having panic attacks. Not even basically, I was having panic attacks literally every day, to the point where I felt it was affecting my life. I couldn't, I didn't want to / couldn't leave the house for certain things, didn't want to go certain places. So I feel I'm finally starting to get over the hump of all of that. I'm oh, you are okay, you are fine, everything's fine, everything's fine. And it feels good. I've still been posting on my book account throughout all of this craziness, but I will say I feel it's kind of slowed down. My reading this year has not been great. I think I've only read 3 or 4 or 5 stars all year. Everything is practically sitting in a 3-star. I don't even think I have that many 4 stars, and it's just so rare for me. So I don't know what the deal is, but I'm hoping to, like I said, keep making videos, keep posting about the books I've been reading, keep picking up things that bring me joy. So I think now I'm going to go through the books that this vlog is going to be about, because I've been talking for way too long. I've been reading this one for a while. I've been kind of milking it, honestly. It's called The Book of Delights by Ross Gay. I was sent this in the mail months ago. I'm really, really liking it. I think right now it's probably sitting at a 4-star for me. It's beautiful. It's inspiring. It's making me feel grateful for my life. It's very positive. So basically, he went on some journey to write down a delight per day. He obviously misses some days throughout, whatever, but I think his goal is to do it for a year. And you just get to read his delights. So I have been really liking that one. This one I actually got from the library, and I started it as an ebook and then decided to move over to the physical book. I love the cover. It's called People from My Neighborhood by Hiromi Kawakami. But yeah, I think the cover is so pretty, and I love this color pink with like that like reddish orange writing. Love it. It's a collection of stories. I'm honestly not sure truly what about. Like, it almost just seems like everyday goings on of these people, and it sounds like they're all going to be kind of like interconnected, whether it's like the characters or the places or like what's going on. It sounds like they're all going to kind of like weave together, which I'm excited about. I definitely think those types of short story collections keep me focused and interested and wanting to pick it back up over and over. Only like a few stories in, I'm liking it so far. I'm excited to see where it goes. And then I was also going to start today Supper Club by Laura Williams. I wanted to read this for years now, honestly. So it says that like these two women are very different. They're going through hard times in their life. They meet, and then they say together they invent the Supper Club, a transgressive and joyous collective of women who celebrate rather than admonish their hungers. They gather after dark and feast until they are sick. They break into private buildings and leave carnage in their wake. They embrace their changing bodies. They stop apologizing. For these women, the club is a way to explore, discover, and push the boundaries of the space they take up in the world and reclaim it. So it sounds like a bunch of women who are tired of society telling them to be certain ways, act certain ways, look a certain way, whatever. And they're just finding the joy in living as a person who wants to enjoy the things they like and not be worried about what that might mean for like the way they are perceived by everybody else around them. So I'm excited for that one. I think I've done enough talking for the morning. I'm going to get to reading, and I'll update you guys all later this afternoon. So I just got back from Target actually. I have a wedding to go to tonight, and I forgot a card and a bag for my present. So I had to get those things, but I obviously left with more than I planned. I thought it'd be fun to do like a little Target haul. And then I'll also update you on my morning reading. So let's start the Target haul. A bag for my present. I got kombuchas. Ginger lemon, they're my favorite thing. I also got this e.l.f. Halo Glow. I just feel like the wedding is outside. I don't know if the reception's inside or outside, but I know it's gonna be hot, and so I'm really gonna try and not wear that much like base makeup. So I'm thinking hopefully I can use this almost as like a foundation or just like a whatever, and then a little concealer. Hopefully it works. We'll see. I need more Epsom salt for my baths. Oh, I got these strawberry fruit bars, the wedding card. So I got this cute one with the car, and then my brother also needed one, so I got one with like a little wedding cake. Put that over there, so I don't lose them. And then I also got gum, minty gum, and some Dr. Bronner's soap, which I needed. I used it to like clean my earrings and stuff. That's all I got from Target. So let's talk about what I've been reading now. So I'm a little over 50 pages in People from My Neighborhood. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I love that all the stories are very short blips. Everything's connected, so you're like learning about basically this neighborhood. Like everybody like knows somebody somehow. Like I could see myself rating this. Like if I had to rate it right now, only after 50 pages, I'd give it like a 4.5, like almost 5 stars. I think the only thing that's like keeping it back from a 5-star for me right now is just still like trying to like get invested in like all the characters. Like I think it's one of those books that like right now I'm loving when I sit down to read it, but I don't know how much I'm like being pulled to like pick it up. I read a few more pages in this. I started Supper Club, really liking it. She's doing a really good job describing like the loneliness and like nervousness of being a young woman. This girl specifically feeling like this when she goes away to college for the first time. I love her writing about food. Like, her food writing is like, it makes me hungry, I've noticed. It's so good. She's really describing that feeling of like, I don't know if this is like common or not, but like when I moved out by myself, I went through like a pretty long phase of like feeling so uncomfortable making myself a meal and like sitting down to eat by myself. Like, I felt like I shouldn't be. It made me feel like icky and gross, and like the weirdest way, like not in a way that I ever expected. Like, I almost feel like it made some of my like weird thoughts and feelings and like relationship with like food in general like almost more prominent like when you're alone. And like, I know that's not healthy, and I think I've like grown out of that actually like pretty well. But yeah, no, like I feel like the girl in the book when she first goes away to college is like going through something like extremely similar, and I'm wondering if that's like a pretty common thing, or I don't know. But yeah, I don't know, I'm loving that right now. Like, I could see myself giving this a 5 stars. I'm only like 20 or so pages in, and I'm really liking it so far. But yeah, so I am going to probably eat a little bit, take a shower, self-tan, and depending on what time it is, honestly maybe just start getting ready for fun. Because if I end up at my brother and my sister-in-law's house early to hang out before, I think that's like fine. Like, I don't think they'd care. So I might end up doing that, honestly. But yeah, I'll check in with you guys all later. Good morning, everybody. It is now Sunday. It's like 10:30. I slept in until like 9:30-ish, which I never ever do. But I was up in the middle of the night like for like 2 hours or so. I could not go back to bed. I have not done any reading this morning. I have all my books sitting here. We're gonna start off by doing a chapter in Supper Club, seeing how it goes. Reading, I don't know, I'm probably gonna give myself a page number to read in this, and in this, I would love to finish one of them today. I just feel like I had a weird day yesterday. Like, not a bad day, just a weird day. And so yeah, I'm really happy to get to have a relaxing day at home, reading, cleaning, cooking dinner. I am sorry I talk so long, but I will update you guys all after I read a bunch. So I just got done eating dinner, It was so good. It was a lentil kale salad. I got the recipe on Bon Appetit. I just joined a week or so ago, and it's been so fun getting to look up new recipes, try new recipes. I love recipe. Just like the structure and the steps of it all like bring me so much like satisfaction and fulfillment. Like I love being able to just follow and measure out exactly what I'm supposed to do, and I always get a good product in the end. So that was really good. I'm in the middle of washing my sheets and my mattress is like, I almost said plain. Naked? I'm not sure. Undone. There's nothing on my mattress right now. I'm waiting for my sheets to come out of the dryer. I cleaned earlier today a little. I know it's still a fucking mess up here, but I mean, what are you gonna do? You know, you can't. Oh, I think I'm ripping my mask open. Yeah, I don't know. I just like could not get it in me to clean up here, but I did clean downstairs. I cleaned the kitchen just to mess it up again with dinner, so like that's always fun when you do that. And then I did like the living room and the dining room a little, so I'm feeling really good about that. But I thought while I waited for my sheets to get done and before I have it in me to go clean the kitchen for the second time today and make coffee for tomorrow morning, I would sit here and do a face mask. I got it from Target. I don't know, some niacinamide water gel mask. But yeah, do a face mask and then read some, because I did read some this morning, but I definitely did not get through what I thought I was going to. I just got so distracted, so very distracted. I don't even know what I did because I don't even think I like watched anything, but I was on my phone a lot and I had a little Taylor Swift like concert by myself and that was fun. But yeah, I definitely did not read as much as I thought, so I would love to get more reading done, especially in supper club and people from my neighborhood. I think that would make me feel good. Yeah, I'm gonna do this face mask and then read until my sheets are done and then hopefully keep reading once I make my bed. But we'll see, and I'll check back in later. I don't think I can do this on camera. It's gonna make a mess. Hey everyone, so I obviously did get my sheets back on my bed, and I actually did read quite a bit when I was waiting for them to get done drying. And then I ended up falling asleep downstairs on the couch. So I definitely don't think I got as much reading done as I would have wanted, considering that the section I was on in supper club was like so long. Like it was like I think it was like an over 30-page chapter, whereas like the first like 2 or 3 chapters were like pretty short, so it was just kind of weird. But anyways, I think just to carry me into bedtime, I was going to hopefully reach at the very least 100 pages in People from My Neighborhood. I think I'm a little over like 60 now, so it shouldn't take me too long. I do get to work from home tomorrow. God bless. Last week I did not get to work a full day from home at all, which is like fine. Like it's nice to be busy at work, but I'm definitely excited to hopefully have a slower paced Monday at work. So yeah, I'll update you guys all tomorrow. Good morning everyone. So like I said last night, I am working from home today, so I didn't have to get ready for work, and it feels so good to have no makeup on my face. Reading update, I finished People from My Neighborhood. It was pretty good. On Goodreads I gave it a 3-star. On Storygraph I gave it a 3.5 star. I would say if you're looking for something cozy, mystical, but like quick and like easy to sit with every story like separately, I definitely think it's for you. It's not my favorite like kind of short story. Like I thought I was gonna love it because when you read all these descriptions, and even when you start reading it, like they say that all the stories are like very connected, and like yes, that's true because they're all focused on the same people in this neighborhood. Like some of the characters are like repeated throughout like multiple times, and like that's kind of fun. But I do think there almost like wasn't a strong enough like through line for me to fully like be invested in anyone, if that makes sense. But I do feel like it's a very like cozy, quiet, mystical, almost like magically in a weird way type of read. So that sounds interesting. I definitely recommend, but I definitely don't think it's like a must read, at least like in my opinion. On my lunch break, I have therapy. I kind of forgot. I already moved it like once or twice. I kind of forgot I moved it till today, until last night. I was looking at just like my like upcoming week, like what do I have going on, and I thought about canceling again, but it was like less than 24 hours, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna charge me for that shit. So, and I need to go. Like I really do need to go. I just like, there's something that feels so good like after I go to therapy, but like the beforehand, I like dread it and I get so nervous, and it's just a lot. So we'll see. She gave me some homework to do last time, like literal worksheets, and I'm dumb and I waited till last night at like 11 p.m. to do them. But yeah, I'll update you guys all later this afternoon probably. Okay, so I just got back from the library and I thought I would share with you what I picked up. And I also got some book mail that I did already open, but again, I wanted to share with you what I got in the mail. So from the library, I picked up Boulder by Eva Baltazar. I picked this up because of Rebecca Eats Books. I feel like I remember her saying how much she loved it. And then in the mail from Penguin Random House, I believe, I got I Am Homeless, If This Is Not My Home by Lori Moore. But it sounds like it's going to be some sort of like family, messy, kind of like dramatic type novel. So I'm very excited for that. Plans for tonight. Gonna eat leftovers for dinner, plus I'm gonna make a piece of chicken. I'm going to work a little bit more just because I wish I would have gotten more done today in this very specific project. And then hopefully read some more in Supper Club. Before work today, I got more done in, what's it? My Beautiful Delights. My Book of Delights. Ross Gay, that book. The book I've been showing you every day. And then I probably need to water my plants. I was thinking about going hiking tonight with a friend, but it looks like it's gonna rain. I'm so confused because it looks like it's gonna rain, but the weather says it's not going to. Probably update you guys tonight at some point, I would assume. Good morning, everybody. So it is Thursday, and I feel like I actually have a lot to update you on. Not necessarily book-wise, because I've not been reading the most. I'm off work tomorrow because of the Taylor Swift concert. For like the morning, I don't think I'll really be like doing anything besides relaxing and just making sure I have everything I need. Let's see, where did I leave you last night? I think I was trying to take videos of me gardening and like pulling weeds out in my front yard. And while I was doing that, I heard a little beep, 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 beep. And across the street, there was like a little teenage robin that either like tried to fly out of his nest early, got kicked out of his nest, fell out of his nest, whatever. And it made me so sad. Like, I almost kept him. I dug for like 30-35 minutes to try and find a worm for him, but the ground everywhere here in Ohio is so dry right now that I couldn't find any. But then we kept seeing the mom, like, well, we think it's the mom, keep coming over to it, and so we're like hoping that she was feeding him. I don't know. It just made me so sad. Oh, it's so bad. I tried to save a little mole that we thought was a groundhog, like probably a couple months ago at this point. I don't know. I just cannot. Like I feed all of the animals in my backyard. I want to save them all, make sure they're all comfortable and fed. I don't know. My mom keeps telling me that if I have this big of an urge to nurture something, I should get a dog already, but I just still don't know if I feel perfectly like in a routine for a dog. And I understand that getting a pet like kind of puts you into a routine. I personally don't know if I feel ready for that kind of responsibility. And when I get a dog, because I know I'm gonna like be obsessed and love them, like I want to be able to make sure that I'm in a headspace where I can like provide the kind of life that I feel like they deserve. Because like I grew up in a family where like our pet was like our family member. He was my little brother. He was not a dog. He was like just another sibling. You know what I mean? So I think I definitely want to get the same sort of life to whatever animals I have in the house. But while I don't have my own pet, I treat every animal out in the yard like a pet. You know, I'm feeding the deers, the chipmunks, those squirrels, all my different types of birds. And I love them so much. But yeah, that was really fun and exciting and just like cute to see. And I do think that it's going to get taken care of. Just fingers crossed, you know. And then I was looking and it looked like Kindles were on sale for Prime Day. And I've been like back and forth with getting one for years at this point. I just didn't think I would ever use it. They were on sale, so I was like, okay, like honestly, I think I'm going to do it. And I got a case, and the one I got, which maybe I don't even know enough, but like it's waterproof. So when I go, like when I get in the bath or like when I go like outside and like I read a lot by like lakes and rivers and like that kind of thing, I don't have to worry about like ruining it, and it'll make my bag so much lighter. Like I can travel lightly. Like I don't have to travel with like all my books, even though like that's fun sometimes. But I guess we'll see. And I guess if I got it and I don't like it, it wasn't like super expensive, and I bet I could find someone to give it to use or have or whatever. But I could definitely see myself liking it because I still read ebooks, like, but usually I get those through the Libby app through my library. And it's nice that I can read on my phone because I used to read on the shuttle like to and from work. But now I have a parking spot like where I don't need to get on the shuttle for work. But I still like will read just like on the go sometimes, like if I'm ever like in the car with somebody and it's like a long drive or anything like that. And I usually would take so long to finish those books because I was only reading them in like those spare moments throughout like the day or whatever. And I think it would be nice like if I actually had an ebook that I was like really, really enjoying, like I could sit at home and read that on my phone and like be comfortable reading. I just feel like I had like such a fun little night last night. I don't even know. Like I was just out here saving birds and buying too much stuff that I should not be buying. Right before bed, I started making my friendship bracelets for the Taylor Swift concert. I'm so excited. The little group I'm going with, we were all supposed to get together. Oh, I need to cut that. We were all supposed to get together before the show to do it, but I was the one that bought all the stuff, and I was just like too excited. So I made 7 last night, and I could see myself making more tonight. They're just so fun. It's so fun. It's like making me feel like a little like teenager again in like the best way. So like, you know, devils roll the dice. I would say I'm not much of a Swiftie, but as time has gone on, it's kind of turned into that. Like I loved her growing up, like obsessed. And then I think I got out of her like in college, like Reputation. It was just not for me. And like even now, like when I go to listen to her stuff, that's not the album that I'm like drawn to. There are a few good ones on there, I can't lie. Now that I've given it more of a shot as an adult who like doesn't want to like yuck anyone's yums, you know, like I'm kind of like it's growing on me. And then she came out with like all her announcements about like re-releasing albums, and then it gets you to like re-listen to and you're like, oh my god, these are so good. And then on those albums she was coming out with like extra songs or like longer songs, like All Too Well 10-minute version. Like, dude, I know like all the words. It's so bad. But like when you're going through stuff like that, it kind of came out when I was like in the middle of a lot of stuff going on in my life. And oh wow, it just like really hit the spot, I'll tell you what. So, and then I started listening to folklore, and yeah, no, it just became a whole thing for me. But anyway, so yeah, I have one that says mirror ball. This one says, oh my god, fucked in the head, but the U is a heart. Then I have one that says Betty, and his dog, All Too Well, Taylor's version, heart, cute, and then Don't Call Me Baby. So song names, lyrics, I don't know, they're so fun. But before I get to work this morning, I was gonna read for a little bit, and then I think the only other plans I have for today are to, I think I'm hiking after work with a friend, and then I think just honestly getting ready for tomorrow, just making sure I have everything like together, whether it needs to be steamed, washed, whatever, have it all together, because I'm not getting ready here and I don't want to forget anything. So yeah, I will update you guys all later on. You guys, I got a ring notification that somebody is dropping a package at my front door, and I got so excited that it was my Kindle. Even though the thing says it's not supposed to be here till tomorrow, I was like, no, but like, what if? Like, I haven't ordered anything else except for the stuff that's coming in that package. I was like, oh my god, it has to be my Kindle. No, it was not. I have been wanting to read this. It's called Hurricane Girl by Marcy Dermansky. Oh my god, what a beautiful cover. This has been on my TBR for probably like a year or two at this point. If I'm being honest, I kind of forget what it's about, but I do remember, like, really, oh, so it looks like it was written in 2022. So it says, Allison Brody, fleeing her movie producer boyfriend, empties her bank account to buy a house on the beach, but when a hurricane makes landfall and scatters her home up and down the shore, Allison finds herself adrift. Should she go home from the bar with the strange cameraman and stay in his guest room? Is that a glass vase he smashed on her skull? Can she wipe the blood from her eyes, get in her car, and drive to her mother's? Does she really love the brain surgeon who saved her, or is she just using him for his swimming pool? And is it possible ever to truly heal without seeking some measure of revenge? A gripping, provocative novel that walks a nice edge between comedy and horror. See, it sounds so good. It really does. And dude, this cover, I'm dying. So thank you to Random House, Random House, for sending me this book. So I just got back from my walk like a couple hours ago. It was fun. It was very hot, sticky, humid. It was disgusting, but it did end up raining on us a little bit, which is kind of good because I'm hoping it helps the air quality. Like, the smoke and fog here in Cincinnati is honestly kind of nuts. Like, I am shocked to see it all the way down here from the fires in Canada. It's just so crazy to me. But I'm really hoping the rain helps knock some of it down. Once I got back, I walked up to the restaurant up the street and picked up dinner, and then had a Taylor Swift concert at my house alone again for the millionth time. But I just sat down and I was going to end the vlog, but first I'm going to catch you up on the reading. So tonight I have like 70 pages left. I am going to finish The Book of Delights by Ross Gay. Like, it has to happen. I want to finish it before June is over. I want to start July pretty fresh, especially since I'm supposed to get my Kindle tomorrow. I'm so very excited. But yeah, I was going to sit here, read this, maybe watch a show. I'm off work tomorrow because of the Taylor Swift concert, and so maybe I'll be up late. I don't know. I definitely need to be drinking tons of water, though. Tomorrow's going to be a long day, a fun day, but a long day. So yeah, I hope you guys all like the vlog. I miss making them, even if nobody actually watches. I definitely miss making them, and I think I'm gonna start a new one tomorrow and try to probably do another week. So yeah, thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.